Homies, Bitcoin broke 14K once again. We got this election going on, which we don't even know who won. Ethereum 2.0 updates, it may be here sooner than you thought, and some more crypto news. Before we dive into it, make sure you guys subscribe to stay up to date on the latest in the crypto space. So diving right into it. Bitcoin, $14,300 at the time of this recording. I don't know about you, that's pretty exciting. As you can see, we're on the 1 hour chart, but just zooming out on the daily. I mean, Bitcoin is just looking mighty fine right now. We broke through that 12.5K resistance, which I said time and again we had to break. Once we broke it, we would smash right up to 14K. And as you can see, we did. It took about 2 weeks, but we've been testing 14K. We topped here at 13.8. We broke through at 14 and went up to like 14.1. Came smashing back down. But look, we had these. What do we always call these wicks right here? It's a lot of buying pressure. Look, a lot of buying pressure yesterday. Look, we closed at 14.1 and then we opened and bam, 14.3. I mean, things are just getting nuts with Bitcoin. All-time high in the next 6 months for sure. We're going to break 20K in the next 6 months. It's just going to happen. And you zoom out on the monthly. Look at how things are just looking so great. Let's zoom out, make sure my face is not in the way. I mean, we're currently above on this monthly chart. If we close this month above $14,000, that will be the first candle in Bitcoin's history to close that high. That's mega, mega, mega bullish. So, and then obviously we want to get past this wick at like 19.9, basically 20K. Depends on what exchange you are at. It actually did hit 20K. But yeah, that's that with Bitcoin. So now let's move on to some Ethereum news. Let's go find Ethereum's price. We're at 405 bucks. We still got to break through that 420 area. That's some major resistance right now. We just have not broken through it. But on the bright side, we were smacking back down pretty bad. All we're just taking beating after beating after beating. What's going on? Well, as we can see, we got some major buying pressure right here with all these wicks. That's always is looking good. And Ethereum popping at 405 yesterday. It peaked at 4.9. So we shall see. We got to break that 420 area. We go back to the weekly. We got to get through right here's major resistance. It looks like 420 to like 430. That's where it's major resistance. We got to break that and then turn that into support. Once we break a major resistance, we got to hold it as support. Just like with Bitcoin, we want to close above $14,000. On the weekly, we have not had a close above 14K recently. It's been a while, but we need to we need to make this happen. And the same thing on the monthly. I mean, that would be a record for the monthly, which is obviously awesome. But let's make that happen. And with ETH, we got to get above the 420. But we got some exciting news about Ethereum 2.0. You may believe it's never going to happen. There's all these Ethereum killers. They're going to come in and take the spotlight. They're going to take over Ethereum's market share. Well, guess what? Nobody's done that so far. As you can see, Ethereum's still number 2 cryptocurrency at 45, basically $46 billion market cap. Coming in third place is Tether, which is a stable coin. So, I mean, it's a stable coin. So that explains it enough. XRP hanging in just under 11 billion. So nothing else. Chainlink's not taking over market share. You got Cardano's still not taking it over. So guys, those Ethereum killers, where are they at? Let me know, because Ethereum's still number 2. But we got some exciting news. We got this article by Cointelegraph. 5 million staked in 8 hours as community cautiously backs Ethereum 2.0. It says staking is now available for Ethereum 2, but are the returns and conditions worth it? Let's find out. It says the long-awaited deposit contract for Ethereum 2.0 has finally been deployed, opening the doors to staking opportunities for ETH holders. Deposit began in the earnest with over 1 million in ETH landing in the contract within the first half an hour. That's pretty crazy. It says 1 million locked in Ethereum 2.0 in 30 minutes. ... Just remember, for anyone staking one-way bridge, I have sent across 32 ETH. Keep in mind, if all these Ethereum are going to be locked up, that decreases the circulating supply of Ethereum, thus the price should increase. Moving on, it says at the time of writing, around 8 hours after the official announcement, just over 14,000 ETH have been staked according to Ethereum 2 launch. Let's grab our handy dandy calculator and let's put 14,000 times 405. That's about $5.6 million already locked up. That's crazy. That is just about 8 hours later, and they had that much money locked up. That is what's up. So we go through the article. It says transfer between validators are disabled until at least phase 1. Validators will have to wait until phase 2, around 2 years, to be able to withdraw to a specific shard. So going on to a tweet by Anthony Sassiano, says, seeing a lot of hot and dumb takes about ETH2 today. Regardless of what these people say, I will be staking my ETH in phase 0, knowing the full well the risk that I'm taking. I have waited for this for almost 3 years. The concern trolls are not going to stop me. It's just interesting. Some people love it, some people hate it. There is a risk associated with this, but hey, it could pay off well. So it says, this is the initial bond offering for largest non-sovereign global economy the world has ever seen. Like his how-to guide of staking, like the Ethereum. It says the annual return diminished fast. However, with the more ETH that is staked, 5 million ETH staked will yield around a 7%, which will fall just under 5% when 10 million ETH is staked. So the more ETH staked, the less you're going to get in return, which is obviously disappointing. But we got some more information about Ethereum 2.0. Look at good old Vitalik. It says Ethereum 2.0 deposits contract is now live. We already went over that. I wanted to scroll down to this chart right here. So this thing is loaded with information. But as you can see, that was January 2nd, 2020. They had the Muir Glacier and the Istanbul Noble. Obviously, I'm probably saying those things wrong. But look, they have Sovereignty Phase 0, Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3. All those should be happening either before 2020 or a little after 2020. It looks like maybe, I'm going to take a guess and say that's probably within the first 6 months of 2020. So the first 2 quarters. Hey, that's some great news right there. If we can see this happen. Are you staking 32 ETH? I mean, I know I personally do not have 32 ETH, but if you do, are you staking? Or like, how about this? If you had 32 ETH, would you stake it? Yeah, because 32 ETH is right now, current price for that would be about $13,000. Yeah, I don't have I don't have 32 ETH. Maybe yeah, no, one day hopefully, right? So just basically they're just saying that you're now able to deposit your monies into the, like the Ethereum stake address, so you can stake your Ethereum if you have 32. It's obviously a risk to see what's going to happen if they can actually pull through. But at the end of the day, Ethereum, I mean, they've been working on this forever. There's been setback after setback after setback. Has been disappointments. But at the end of the day, though, they're still working on it. They're still trying to make it happen. We have all these Ethereum killers, but nothing has killed Ethereum yet. So we shall see what happens. I mean, I'm definitely interested to see what happens with Cardano ERC20 and converters, see if they actually convert. But I mean, I'll believe it when I see it. I mean, I know they're making the converter, but I'll believe it when actually platforms transfer over. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. So what do you guys think about this Ethereum 2.0 news? I mean, Bitcoin hitting 14K. That's just amazing. Currently, we're holding 14K. We're at 14,280. I dropped like $30 since I started this video, but I mean, $30 is nothing. I mean, it's barely, that's not even a percent. So just keep in mind, we definitely want Bitcoin to close above 14K again, especially on the weekly. Obviously, on the monthly we do. And something else that nobody else really mentions on YouTube is this quarter chart right here. So far, once again, if we close this quarter, which has 56 days left, above 14K would be the highest quarter in the history of Bitcoin. So what do you guys think about that? Watch out for Ethereum to break $420 because that's major resistance / support. Once we break that, there's not much. If you look at on the quarterly chart, there's not much resistance there. On the monthly, I mean, you got a little bit hanging out in here. You see like 670 to like 750, somewhere in that range. There's micro like resistance / support areas. At the end of the day, 420 is a big, massive deal. So let me know what you guys think about that down below. And as always, homies, this is not financial advice. It is pure entertainment, education, purposes only. Hope you have a great rest of your day, afternoon, morning, wherever you're from, because the Crypto Homie is signing out.